Hello there ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another GrimQuest video. Today I'm gonna be doing something different compared to the usual gameplay videos. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about the hidden secrets and various references scattered throughout the world of GrimQuest. So of course, as expected, this video will contain massive spoilers. If you're a new player and just starting out in GrimQuest, then perhaps it would be best to steer clear of this video and watch something else instead. Like, go watch all of my other GrimQuest videos. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us begin. The Sword in the Stone is a common dungeon event that can be found in your typical dungeon crawl. Of course, Sword in the Stone. You already know where this reference comes from. If by some reason you don't know what I'm talking about, then how on earth do you not know anything about King Arthur? Well, you probably don't care since he's British. But still, the story of King Arthur is basically a young retarded boy who became king just because he pulled out a sword embedded in stone.
Oh Lord, he pulled out the sword, he must become king.
How retarded are you to make a 15-year-old king? Apparently, very retarded as he was crowned High King of Britain. Oh, so that's why Britain's been declining over the years? Then there was this Knights of the Round Table. 90% of them died. And then there's Arthur's cheating wife, the dumbest woman in the world at the time, exchanging a king for a knight. She also dies, I think, hopefully. And that's basically the gist of it. Except in GrimQuest, you don't become a king. You're still gonna be treated like garbage in the streets of Osborne no matter how legendary of a weapon you're carrying. Such is life. And yes, you can succeed in this event. The event appears as if it's one of those events where you can't ever succeed and will always fail. Like the Mimic event, an old chest, or is it? There are secret requirements that you must fulfill first before you can pull it out. First is that you must have the skill Savage Strength at level 5 or greater, which will be available at character level 32. And second, you must maintain a sanity of 10 or greater when the event appears. When all conditions are met, you will succeed in the event and receive the Relic Blade. This is the first endgame weapon that you can get in the game. Take note that only one Relic Blade can exist at a time, meaning that you will always fail this event even with conditions met as long as you already have a Relic Blade equipped in your inventory or in your stash. Now that you know how to always succeed in the Sword in the Stone event, you can essentially take the sword, sell it, then take it again without the fear of failing. You can make a profit off this event, and the sword's quite expensive as well. The Secret Door is a common dungeon event that's designed to always fail and punish the player by reducing sanity by 1 point if one of the first two options are chosen. Despite it being an event to penalize the player, you still have the option to leave the door alone, which is just dumb. Well, this is what it was originally designed for. But due to the GrimQuest community speculating the secrets hidden beyond the secret door, the developer had no choice but to make the secret door event a real secret. Like literally, the members of the GrimQuest Discord community server were conducting tests and researching on the event itself, speculating how to open it. Some guy even brought a skeleton key on the event hoping that it would open, but in reality, it's not supposed to open. That was back then. Now, you can open it. So how do you open the secret door? It's quite simple. All you have to do is go and explore the tear and find a mini-boss called the Outsider. The Outsider has a 25% chance to drop the planar seal, which is then used to open the secret door. For the first time opening the door, you will be rewarded with 2 additional maximum sanity permanently, which is one hell of a good reward if I do say so myself. Take note that you can only be rewarded this once, meaning that the next time you open the door, there will be no reward waiting for you. Oscar is probably the most difficult secret to come by in the game. It's not a dungeon event, it's just Oscar. 99% of the players are probably gonna miss this secret, unless they have the pride of a lion and so egoistic that they would name their in-game character after themselves. So how do you get Oscar? Well, ladies and gentlemen, just simply name or rename your character to Oscar. Oscar replaces the reward from the event Sword in the Stone. So instead of getting a Relic Blade from it, you'll get Oscar, which is a f***ing nuke. Take note that Oscar is like the Relic Blade. One can only exist at one time. Also, for some unknown reason, you can't get Oscar if you have an existing Relic Blade anywhere in the game. May it be equipped on you, on your inventory, or in your stash. Basically meaning that you can't get Oscar if you have the Relic Blade, and vice versa. You might be wondering where does the Oscar reference come from? Well, it comes from the Discord community. The game is heavily reliant and heavily influenced by the community. Hell, the game developer Goran K even made a community-made dungeon a reality in the game. Oscar originated from the Discord community. He was once an admin of the server, abused his powers until Goran, the server owner, took action and booted him off the administration. And ever since, he has now become an icon. And there you go. Right, you don't care. Moving on. So Oscar is a literal nuclear bomb, obvious from its icon, and it's the bane of any human enemy in the game. With plus 10 damage against humans, it guarantees a complete and total annihilation of any poor human being that crosses your path. A pretty amazing endgame weapon if I do say so myself. A Cosmic Egg is a common dungeon event where it's designed to always fail for the player, unless the player is carrying a certain specific item in their inventory. You might have an idea of what the item is supposed to be. Well, it's none other than the insect fossil. If you are carrying an insect fossil in your inventory during this event, a third option will appear, which upon choosing the option will reward you with a new companion in the game, if successful. Yes, this event has a chance to fail, so it's advisable to hoard and stash all the insect fossils you find in your adventures. So the reward for succeeding in this event is a hidden companion, a strange insect. That's literally its name, just a strange insect. But let's call it Jonathan for now. So Jonathan's ability is a chance to restore one sanity each turn. It's garbage. Jonathan is garbage. For a secret pet, Jonathan's ability is so bad that you're immediately gonna replace him back with your previous pet. So yes, the secret pet reward is garbage. But if you're a collector type in RPGs, then I guess it's worth something. The Holy Hunt Grenade is probably the most iconic reference in the game. You can get it at any point, and it can only be obtained as dungeon loot, may it be dropped from a fight or from a dungeon event. The reference comes from the 1975 film Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Specifically this scene where they read aloud the instructions to use the grenade from the Book of Armaments. I'm not gonna play this video because of course, copyright evasion. The in-game description of the Holy Hand Grenade is literally the instructions in the book written word for word. Despite its use being next to garbage, it is still worth keeping one in the stash for the reference. Roland's Revolver is an endgame weapon that is a guaranteed drop from the boss Demon Lord in the Blasted Wastes. Upon the Demon Lord's defeat, you will be rewarded this very powerful gun. The reference comes from Stephen King's The Dark Tower series. The game implies that the gun once belonged to the series' protagonist, ROLAND'S. Hopefully I said his name right. With the gun's description being one of his most iconic quotes in the series. This gun is the best of the best in the game. The current endgame meta is going Gunslinger, and this weapon just further boosts it. With 5 armor piercing, this gun makes short work of any armored enemy in the game. But the real reason that makes it so overpowered is that it shortens its skill cooldown by 1 turn. It's one overpowered shooty boy indeed. Ghost in the Machine is an epic quest in the game that makes you go deeper through the withering woods encountering various automatons or robots. Though the reference is not confirmed by the developer himself, what I think it comes from is the 1995 animated film Ghost in the Shell, or the 2017 one. Either way, the quest lets you deal with robots. The film is about robots. The quest title and the film's title is closely similar. So yes, I do think that the reference comes from Ghost in the Shell, or a distant reference to Transformers. Well, you do you. And that's it for this video. If you think that I have missed a reference because I'm not cultured enough, Well, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one.